a handle on who is strong at what, so that when I separate you out in groups, that you have someone in your group that's really good at procedures and someone who's good at the concept, so you can share things and everybody can start climbing up together. But again, I felt like in general, we are not where we need to be. And so although you're working, I see it, we need to close down these gaps further. And I don't want to hand you back a quiz and you get discouraged, because I feel like you're starting to come with me. Maybe it's my imagination, but of course you're sitting way far away from me, so I don't know if it's true, but I think that everybody's starting to come along with me, and I don't want to lose that momentum. So I want to offer this opportunity on our exam for you to try again to master some of the material that you feel uncomfortable with. Some of you have told me I feel uncomfortable with this and this and this, so that's fine. We'll get you to speed today in our in-class assignment. You'll get a chance to really close and shut down those gaps. How this is going to work is all the questions that you got in quiz 3 will reappear on the exam, but not verbatim. So maybe, for example, the question on the in-class assignment where you had, I had you do the Krusty the Clown thing, that question will change. It'll still be about the in-class assignment, and it'll be referred back to quiz 3. So you have another opportunity to go back and close that gap and say, and now I understand what that was about. If you get it completely right, you bang it out. I mean, it's set up in such a way you have to get it completely right. Then I'll award your points back for that problem on quiz 3. So you can raise your grade on quiz 3 as you're learning the material and studying for the test on exam 1. To participate, you'll need to do a few things. First, you can't lose your quiz 3 that I'm going to hand back to you. You need to have that. So indicate you're participating on the exam. You'll get a little checkbox. I'm doing this. So I know that I'm supposed to look through the test for the have you resolved this? Have you resolved this? And I'm looking for complete mastery. We had an issue in the other class where someone was arguing with me about a point. This is not about a point. This is about really learning what you're going to learn. And you have to trust me a little bit that at the end of the day, it all kind of works out. If you mastered it, I'm totally willing to give you the A. It's only about mastering it. So again, in all these things, you're going to be checking a box saying, I'm participating in this. You have to turn in your quiz 3 with your exam, tuck it in there so I know that what your old score was and what happened and that you've resolved it so I can see that difference. And you have to get the problem completely right. We can't spend time whining after the fact and saying, well, I thought I was supposed to do this. You have to get all of your issues resolved before you sit down for that thing. It is about mastering it. So that's an all or nothing deal. So that's how it works. What do you think? Fair? So this way, I mean, I get what I want, which is students who know what they're doing, and you get what you want, which is let's be honest. There is a grade at the end of the class, so I don't want you discouraged in getting back your quiz and saying there's no hope. There is hope. You can fill in those gaps. For each one of your exams or quizzes that I graded, I saw that oh, they're nailing this, this, and this, but they're still having problems on this, and it was different for every student. So it's not something that I could pinpoint down and say, as a classroom, I could just do an extra lecture and it's going to fix everything. It's not that simple. So I think what we're going to do in here today is going to help correct some of that. While you're working in here today on the in-class assignment, keep this in mind. So work at the problem, say, pull out your quiz to your group. Don't be shy. We're all family in here. Pull it out and say, look, I don't know what I got wrong here. There's someone in your group that probably got it right. Like I said, it was varied. So there's probably someone in there that did get it right and it's being re-asked on the in-class assignment. You can figure it out there. If it's a formula that you didn't know to use when, there's someone in the class that's going to know that. So as we're sitting down, no one in your group knows that. Turn around to the group behind you. Hey, do you know what happened here? Get that intellectual memory put onto your thing right here and get it resolved so that your entire group knows it. So you can walk around to other groups if you have to. So take advantage of that. All right, that being said, I'm going to